Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Authentic Coach. And today, we're diving into the critical and often overlooked topic called burnout. Now, as coaches, we dedicated so much energy to helping others and find their path and overcome challenges and reach their goals. But what happens when the coach becomes overwhelmed and fatigued and drained? Now, burnout, it can sneak up on us. Even those of us who are the most passionate and resilient, threatening our professional lives and personal well-being. So in this episode, we're going to take a closer look at burnout, specifically from the lens of an authentic coach. We'll explore the unique challenges we face, the root causes of burnout, and more importantly, the solutions to prevent and manage it. You'll also hear real-life stories of coaches who've experienced burnout and how they navigated through it. Hi, I'm Richard Fontenay. Now, I've been a coach, consultant, and a facilitator for over 50 years. And some of what you will hear today is based on my experience as a coach. Yes, I too suffered from burnout. But I found ways to create a more balanced lifestyle. So don't wait for burnout to happen to you. Do something about it now. And hopefully this podcast will help you see the signs and take preventive measures. Let's start by defining burnout and why we must address it head on in our coaching practices. At its core, burnout is the state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by prolonged stress. While burnout can affect anyone, coaches are particularly vulnerable due to the emotional, intense nature of our work. Authentic coaches who lead with empathy, deep connection, and genuine desire to help others, often face an added layer of pressure. We don't just offer surface-level advice. We engage deeply with our clients and with their struggles, with their successes, and with their personal journey. For the authentic coach, burnout can feel like a heavy cloud. You might start to notice a decline in your enthusiasm, feel emotionally drained after sessions, or even experience self-doubt about your effectiveness as a coach. Signs of burnout can include a lack of energy, feeling detached or cynical about clients' progress, and even physical symptoms like insomnia and headaches. Because we prioritize authenticity, there's also a tendency to give too much. We may blur the lines between our personal and professional lives, staying available to clients around the clock, or internalizing their challenges. And over time, we can lead to an imbalanced lifestyle, leaving little room for self-care and recovery. Recognizing burnout early is key. If it's left unchecked, it can lead to a breakdown in the coaching relationship, where instead of being a source of inspiration and guidance, we may unintentionally bring our own fatigue and frustration into the dynamic. So understanding and addressing burnout isn't just about protecting ourselves. It's about ensuring we can continue to show up fully for our clients and their needs. Now, burnout doesn't happen overnight. It's often the result of accumulative stress and overextension. The risk of burnout can be higher for the authentic coach who approaches coaching with deep empathy and emotional investment. So let's explore several of the key causes of burnout. Number one, emotional labor of supporting clients. Now, authentic coaching and authentic coaches build strong, trusting relationships with their clients, often shouldering their emotional burdens. While this deep connection is rewarding for us, it also means constantly engaging with other people's challenges and with their traumas. And over time, this can take an emotional toll, leaving the coach mentally and emotionally drained. Authentic coaches often go beyond to serve their clients. And when they do, they can blur the line between professional and personal time. You might find yourself answering texts or emails late at night, or thinking about a client's struggles long after your session ends. Now, this inability to switch off can lead to mental fatigue and an eventual sense of being overwhelmed. Another danger is self-imposed pressure to deliver. Now, coaches committed to authenticity often set high standards for themselves. There's an internal pressure to always deliver transformational results. And really what that means is to be fully present and to fix every client's issue. When expectations are too high, it becomes difficult to maintain a sense of balance, and the fear of not measuring up can really contribute to our burnout. Also, the syndrome to fix everything could easily interfere with our relationships in our personal life. For example, in your relationship with a significant other, the need to fix everything goes something like this. Rather than listening to the person, because that person only wants you to listen, you want to fix the issue, rather than listening to the person. And this strains the relationship. Another factor is compassion fatigue. Now, similar to emotional labor, which we talked about earlier, compassion fatigue happens when you give too much of yourself to your clients and there's nothing left for your own emotional well-being. Now, this can happen especially in cases where clients are facing significant difficulties or traumas, and you deeply invest in their progress. And then there's isolation in the coaching journey. And this is particularly true for solo coaches. where the work can feel quite isolating. Even if you have a strong relationship with your clients, a peer interaction or team support may be lacking. And without a community or a fellow coaches to share experiences with, it's easy to feel that you're bearing the weight of your work alone. Now, our last podcast dealt with the virtual coach. So remember, your support can come from a network of virtual coaches. They don't have to be local, although if you have a local group, that is extremely helpful. And then there is a client-driven expectations and a sense of dependency. Now, when clients become overly dependent on their coach, it can lead to a sense of being constantly on call. Now, while authentic coaches strive to be available, being too available can lead to burnout. And the reason? Because it prevents necessary downtime and disrupts the coach's personal life. Now let's turn to some solutions for preventing and managing burnout. Preventing burnout requires intention and commitment to self-care, boundary setting, and self-awareness. Now here are some actionable solutions that can help you as an authentic coach in order to avoid or recover from burnout. The first is to make sure that you're setting and maintaining clear boundaries. One of the most effective ways to avoid burnout is by setting clear professional boundaries. This could mean creating office hours for when your clients can reach you, or scheduling regular breaks between sessions to recharge. Communicating these boundaries with clients early is essential to avoid burnout from overavailability. This is something I do right at the beginning of our sessions, and it has proved invaluable in our relationships. Now, as an authentic coach, you give much of yourself to your clients, as we mentioned earlier, but you also need to prioritize your own well-being. So incorporate daily self-care routines that help you decompress, whether it's through meditation, exercise, journaling, or simply taking time to unplug. Now, mindfulness and meditation practices can help you stay grounded and emotionally balanced. Again, this is something I practice on a daily basis. And learn to say no. If you're feeling that you are stretched too thin, it's okay to say no to taking on more clients or additional projects. Authenticity isn't just about being there for others. It's about being honest with yourself and about your own limits. By learning to say no, you'll preserve your energy for your clients and the work that matters most. As well, coaching can be a solitary journey, as we mentioned, but it doesn't have to be. You can reach out to fellow coaches and mentors to join a support group where you can discuss challenges and share insights. And as I mentioned, this can be done virtually. Regular supervision or peer support allows you to process your own feelings and avoid becoming overwhelmed by the emotional demands of coaching. And don't forget to integrate rest and recovery into your routine. Now, just as athletes need recovery time after intense training, coaches need to build in periods of rest as well. This could mean taking vacations, scheduling downtime between clients, or simply allowing yourself off days where you don't focus on your work. These recovery periods help you to come back to your clients with renewed energy and renewed focus. Use reflection as well to stay self-aware. Now, self-awareness is really the cornerstone of authentic coaching. A regular reflection, such as journaling or debriefing after sessions, can help you spot early signs of burnout before they become overwhelming. So ask yourself questions like, am I feeling drained after sessions? Or am I losing enthusiasm for my work? Reflecting on these questions can help you take action early. You can also delegate or outsource administrative tasks. Now, if administrative work like scheduling and billing and marketing contributes to your stress, consider delegating these tasks to a virtual assistant or using automation tools. Freeing mental space by outsourcing non-coaching tasks can significantly reduce stress and free up your energy for the coaching. Now, I found that using AI, such as Chat GPT, helps me in this regard. So I can find time for myself because using AI helps me deal with some of the aspects that I need to do in relating to my coaching. Now, by implementing these strategies, you can protect your well-being while delivering authentic and meaningful coaching to your clients. Remember, the key to avoiding burnout is ensuring that your own cup is full. And then and only then can you give to others. Now let's turn to a few real-life examples of burnout. The first example deals with the overcommitted coach. It deals with Jessica, and she was an executive coach who was passionate about helping her clients achieve success in their careers. She took on as many clients as she could, worked late into the night, and often skipped breaks between sessions. Sound familiar? Well, eventually, she started feeling exhausted after every session and struggled to focus and dreaded her work days. And Jessica realized she was experiencing burnout when her physical health began to suffer, and she found herself emotionally disengaged during client conversations. So what did she do? Well, she scaled back her client load. She set firm guidelines around the boundaries that she had with clients. And she began practicing self-care, such as mindfulness and meditation and journaling. And that helped her recover and regain her passion for coaching. The second example I want to draw upon is the compassionate fatigued coach. Michael was a life coach, and he built his practice around helping clients who were dealing with personal trauma. And over time, he began absorbing his clients' emotional struggles and felt weighed down by their challenges. His personal relationships started to suffer as he couldn't emotionally separate his clients' issues from his own life. Recognizing the signs of compassion fatigue, Michael sought supervision from a mentor coach who helped him develop emotional boundaries and implement regular debriefing sessions to process his feelings. And this allowed him to continue supporting his clients while protecting his own emotional health. The third example I want to draw upon relates to a solo coach facing isolation. Now, Sarah was a virtual coach, and she worked independently from her own home office. And though her practice was thriving, she often felt isolated and missed the camaraderie of a team environment. And this isolation contributed to her feelings of disconnected and being a sense of becoming burned out. And she joined a peer coaching group where she could share her experience and challenge with others in her field. By creating a support system, Sarah reduced her burnout and felt more connected and supported in her work. So in conclusion, burnout is a serious issue that can affect even the most dedicated and authentic coaches. It's easy to fall into the trap of overextending yourself. But the cost is high, both for you and your clients. I know this. I've been there, have the proverbial t-shirt to prove it, or should I say, the chest zipper as a result of heart surgery. Burnout can lead to emotional exhaustion, decreased performance, and a loss of joy in the work that you once loved. But by recognizing the early stages and the signs that your body and your emotions are giving you, and understanding the causes and implementing practical solutions, you can protect yourself from burnout and continue providing your clients with your best support. Remember, as an authentic coach, your well-being is just as important as your client's progress. Prioritizing self-care, setting clear boundaries, and staying connected with peers are essential steps to avoid burnout. You deserve to thrive in your coaching career, and taking these proactive measures will help you stay energized and fulfilled in your work. So here's a call to action. Now, if you're a coach feeling the weight of burnout, now is the time to take action. Don't wait until burnout becomes overwhelming. Start by evaluating where you are today. Are you setting boundaries? Are you practicing self-care? Have you taken time to reflect on your emotional well-being? Now, I've created a burnout prevention checklist for authentic coaches to help you assess your current practice and implement strategies to stay balanced. This downloadable checklist provides practical steps you can take right now to prevent burnout or recover if you already have been experiencing burnout. So take care of yourself. so that you can continue to take care of your clients. Download the checklist today and start prioritizing your well-being. Now, thank you for listening. And if you found this podcast helpful, please give it a like and a thumbs up and subscribe. I appreciate it. And don't forget to check out the resources in the description below. Our podcast next Wednesday will cover the executive coach. So please listen and give us a thumbs up. Bye for now, and continue to become the best that you can be as you search for your true self. This is Richard Fontenay signing off until next Wednesday. See you then. Bye for now.